What was Jim Carrey like though? If you don't know, I'm Dying Up Here is produced by Jim Carrey.
Yes. If you know that phrase when someone says don't meet your heroes because they'll let you down.
Yeah.
Do you know that phrase?
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite with him.
Cool.
And I mean that wholeheartedly. It was the first person that I met when I grew up like admiring to a level of like, you know, creepiness.
Yeah,
Like I emulated him in every way. And then when I met him, it was like he lived up to all the things that I had kind of hoped.
Yeah.
He was nice, sweet, smart. He's kind and very fucking funny.
You can't
like
even.
Unapologetically funny. And and he's not doing it to put on a show. Do you know what I mean? Like I never once did I feel like Jim was like trying to do it for the crowd. You know what I mean? No, dude. He was just, his way of thinking is inherently unique and funny, and he was the shit, man. I think he's the best, and he contributed so many stories to the show, which is why I think it's a special show. Like a lot of the stories on the show that you watch are his real life, dude. Like two characters live in a closet in the pilot. He lived in a closet in West Hollywood when he was here.
Yeah.
You know, like all these like little weird stories. I don't want to give away any of the storylines, but there's a lot of bullshit that happens in the show that if it seems like a pretty unique thing, it's probably from him. If you watch a show and you're like, did that really happen? I bet you it's his storyline that he had.
But see, he comes from the 80s, right? The late 80s, where...
Well, late 70s, yeah.
Yeah, late 70s, but he was there during the 80s also, right?
Yep.
And that was the first real heyday at the Comedy Store, right? So then, you know, he would go up like with Damon Wayans and all those guys at the end of the night, and everyone was there. Like the lineups were stacked.
It was insane.
And it was a magical place to be. And then when I started in the 90s, it completely died. Everyone on the lineup is people that you'll never see on TV. And it was terrible. And I feel like now, just by being a part of those lineups and stuff, I mean, I'm back on shows because I feel like I'm reaping the benefits generally of what the Comedy Store's fortune, really. You know?
It's like the waiting game, though. You know what I mean? Like, your talent never went away. You were always just as talented, if not more talented now. You're welcome. And and yes, it's a cyclical thing.
Cyclical thing.
I think now that it's come back, people that are talented are getting recognized more because of that place.
Right.
But for years, there's guys that were super talented that the industry didn't give a fuck about. It's also because, dude, I mean, and I hope this isn't true, but I hope this big bubble doesn't pop, but comedy bubble is so big right now. Like everyone is like sucking comedy off. Like there's a special every week. It's like it's I don't know if it's too much.
It's a little saturated.
It's a lot.
For sure, yeah.
I love it because we're definitely getting some comeuppance, but it's a shitload.
But you know what, dude? All those things that are hot, I've been in it for over 20 years.
No, it's way more than 20.
But and I've had years of just nothingness, and I just you know, the real goal is not to quit. I'm just gonna stay in it, and if it happens, you know what I mean. You just gotta. I'm gonna stay in the water.
But when you say it happens, it already happened. Don't you think it's
no, it's never happened for me.
It's happening.
It hasn't happened for me.
It's happening continually.
It may or may not, but I feel
think
like
about it from a perspective of someone who wants to even try to do comedy.
I understand that, but see, with that argument never sits well with me because I've made choices and I know my abilities. It doesn't fucking.
Okay, let's put it like this for real. You're not doing stand-up right now in this day and age. The alternate you in another universe.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Dead. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so it's not happening.
I know, but stop. What you're saying now with that argument is that I was just walking down the street.
Yeah.
And somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, I'm Mr. Hollywood. You want to be on shows?"
Steve Hollywood or Dave Hollywood?
Dave.
Dave.
That's Steve. I fucking hate Steve.
Yeah, Steve's such a dick.
Yeah, he's a dick. He's too Jewy for me. But
no. What I'm
saying, but what the truth though is that people go, yeah, but you should be grateful for what you have. You're killing it, or
I'm
whatever.
not saying that.
I'm just saying. No, what are you saying then?
What I'm saying is, I know that I wouldn't be in a position in my life that I'm at right now, which I feel very grateful for, if I was not doing stand-up.
Right.
Okay, so I would be miserable. Of course, you did everything you wanted. You did, but I'm just saying, you've already made it because you're making a life doing exactly what you were supposed to do. You were born to be an entertainer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess you win.
it always straddles the line between ingratitude or humility. I can never quite tell with him. I think it comes more from the humility side of it, though, where it's like
guilt. It's like this. It's like a guilt you
It's a
have.
guilt.
It's guilt.
Yeah.
Look at the way you live and look at the things that you have, and not monetary. I'm talking about just look at the life that you have. I'm just saying. Do you think you would have this life if you didn't do what you did?
I'm going to show you something right now, and I'll tell you why.
You would be making noodles in some little shop somewhere. You know you would.
Perry Gates.
Perry Gates.
Yeah.
Welcome to Perry Gates Noodle. You would be making noodle soup. No, all I'm saying is I think when someone says to me, you know why I think like this, Bobby, for real?
Yeah.
When someone back home from Chicago, when like not a friend, but like someone I went to high school with or something, and they run into me somewhere and they're like, dude, I hope you make it, dude. That reminds me that it's like, I pay my life. I pay my life by doing the thing that I like.
Right.
Dude, I made it when I'll tell you when I made it, quote unquote, in my brain, is the day that I quit my fucking day job. I'll never forget, dude. I cried and laughed, and I was like manic.
Where were you?
I was in an office on Wilshire Boulevard working for this music company, like a desk bitch. You know, I was a desk bitch.
Yeah.
And I got the phone call that I booked this like hosty job that I knew was just enough money for 1 year to let me quit, you know? And it was a guaranteed year. And a woman called me to tell me I booked a thing, and I'm not exaggerating. I threw the phone. I threw the phone and I ran down the stairwell. It was, like, like 8 floors.
Were those old-timey stairwells?
Yeah, I ran down the stairwell.
Yeah.
I ran down the stairwell, and I'm not exaggerating. On Wilshire, across from like where the E building is or whatever, by the tar pits, I ran all the way down to Highland. I ran as far as I could. I just kept running because I was like laughing, and it was like it was so ecstatic. I was like, I quit. I get to quit. I get to fucking quit this bullshit. It was so good to me.
Wow.
And I walked right back.
You're
the fuck
right, Andrew.
I know.
All right, but I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. Okay?
After that story, you're going to fucking bring
I
the
went to
rainstorm?
high school in Poway High School.
Oh,
Yeah, Poway. I know Poway.
Okay.
Yeah, Poway High.
And on Facebook, someone got inducted into their Hall of Fame.
Oh my fucking.
Just listen to what the fuck I'm saying.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay? And I'm not in the Hall of Fame.
You want to be in the Poway Hall
Yes.
of.
You know who's in it?
Who?
I'll show you who. Matthew Fye.
Who's that?
What has he done?
I don't know.
No.
He's a doctor and he's also a violinist.
Oh, Matthew Fye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Godell.
What does he do?
David Godell.
He's a golf goof-off.
Golf goof off.
golf
No,
goof-off.
he made science and business.
Is he part of the Golf Goof Off Coalition?
What my point
made
is that
science, though.
I have not made it until I'm in this Hall of Fame.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what he did?
I stand by my point.
What did I
Do you know what he did? Do you know what this fucking asshole did?
What?
I took a
Contacted
picture of
the
it.
high school?
No.
So somebody had written, what? No Bobby Lee, so-and-so, and like tagged him in it, right?
True.
And so some guy then, oh yeah, what about Hector Maldonado?
Who the fuck is Hector
He's a
Maldonado?
guitarist for some reason.
That kid was always a sweetheart and a talented player. And then Hector Maldonado writes, thanks, Nora, kind of you to say. Bobby wanted to reply to the whole post.
Yeah.
But I
right,
didn't.
saying something
I replied to that
to
line.
Hector
of,
Maldonado and saying, what the fuck?
I go, what the fuck?
And then
Like-
he reads it back to me and he goes, oh God, I put it on the wrong slot. How do you delete it? So he's
Yeah,
giving
we're
me the
scrambling.
phone.
I'm sweating.
Did Maldi ever find out?
I don't know. I think we was on
It was
and not
5
long
minutes,
enough.
5
We was on
minutes.
for 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Well, he
But-
hears it now. He's going to hear it now.
I don't care now because now he knows it was a mistake.
That's right.
I'm not saying Hector Maldonado. I don't know if I've heard of you. I'm sure you're famous,
Great
but
guitarist.
great guitarist. I was on a national TV show for 8 years, and I'm on also a national TV show. I think it doesn't matter, but it's fine. I've been in a bunch of movies, but it's fine. I'm sure you're great.
Also plays the piano. You also play
I play the piano also, so I can do what you do, but you can't do what I do. But
by the way, playing the guitar is not a credit. You know who plays the guitar? The guys in college. It's not a credit.
But anyway, I'm sure you're great. But I was
Poway.
just saying,
Poway hurts.
yeah, it hurts me, but I may never get in it. But that's my goal. Now we end our shows. What time were we at now?
Over an hour.
Yeah, because he's so good.
Why would we end this?
We have to end it.
Oh, you do?
we always
Also,
just do it over
another
an
guy
hour.
who didn't make it to the Poway Hall of Fame is Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
Oh yeah, Tom did.
That guy's not on there?
No.
Then how can you feel bad about not being on there?
I know. That's what I'm
insane.
saying. I'm making a point. I'm making a case.
You're proving my
for
point,
me
which is-
and Tom
which is-
DeLonge,
which is you're doing it.
right? And Stephanie Seymour. I think she should be on it too.
Totally.
Stephanie Seymour like GNR? The supermodel?
Yeah.
Oh God, I love her.
I went to high school with
You know
her.
why I'll
She was a
never
year
be
up
on mine?
me.
You know why I'll never be on mine?
Why?
Well, because I'm not anybody right now, but I'll never be on it because everyone that's on it is a world-class athlete. I went to school with like 9 pro football players, 2 Olympians. They would fucking never put me. Like,
Yeah, they would.
No, amazing athletes, and then goofball.
No.
Goofball doesn't land on that list. No.
Stop. Okay.
Pro athletes, people that played in the Super Bowl.
I don't give a fuck. Because let me say this, all right? That's 8 years of a career in pro athlete life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 years maybe.
Yeah.
Most of them don't win big trophies.
Get scat.
Skit scat. Yeah.
We
yeah.
have no famous people from my school. I went to a reject high school, but we did have the son of. Do you guys know who Daryl Strawberry is?
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
His son went to my high school.
That's
That's
not-
his only saving grace.
Did he
Yeah,
also
yeah.
love cocaine like his father, or no?
He was a good athlete. But not in baseball and basketball.
See, yeah, well, because he was really tall, right?
Yeah.
That's like imagine what Rihanna's from Barbados, right? Or
Yeah,
like Turks.
Barbados, yeah.
Imagine that high school. How annoying that is. The hottest girl in the world went to your high school.
Yeah.
No one's on that Hall of Fame, and no one
Right.
will ever get on it but her.
Yeah. Well, she might not even get it if it's like Poway High.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. If Poway High holds true to their bullshit fucking standards,
But do you know why they're not going to ever nominate me?
Because we talked
I
about it now?
No, I graduated from that school 4 years. But the reason why is because all these guys are outstanding in their community. They're good guys.
what do you mean? You're a
But just-
fucking good guy.
I know, but in high school, I went to 3 rehabs. I got kicked out twice.
So?
But I still graduated from there. I came back and I did it. But I don't think that I'm the kind of image they want to put out there, even Tom DeLonge. So I think that's the reason why. All these guys are shirt tuckers.
Maybe both of you guys didn't actually graduate.
I did graduate.
Is
I have the
Poway
fucking
High like
diploma
a-
in my fucking case over here.
Didn't you have an empty diploma?
I have it right here. I fucking bitch.
Oh, you had to go back
Whoa!
to summer
Fucking
school.
bitch.
It's
I
okay.
got I've got a fucking diploma in my fucking thing
But
over
in your
there, bitch.
graduation, you hadn't actually graduated yet.
I fucking walked the line, bitch.
And you got an empty diploma, right?
Yes!
Pop and circumstance.
Okay, here's what happened.
Time out. Is Poway High like is it a notable school? Like
Yeah.
you say it like
Just
everyone.
for wrestling, I think.
We're like big in wrestling.
Super.
It's a nice.
You want to be in the Wrestling Schools Hall of
Yeah.
Fame?
I was on the team, but my
You
point-
were?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why when I
Dude,
why,
I was on the fucking tennis team too, bro.
why when I tussle with you are you so weak and malleable? Why?
Because you're a different weight class, and also you're 20 years younger than I am.
I think it's like a man thing more than anything. It's probably just like a. You know what? You know what?
All
Bobby.
all the things funny. That's funny to you? You
Hey.
fucking nut.
Hey,
Nut.
Yeah.
do you know what it is?
What
it's
is it?
me, a man,
Yeah.
versus.
A glow up, baby.